to syllabus, that is list, tuples, dictionaries. Then we are having computer networks and your Python modules. So this is the syllabus. These 5 chapters are there in the syllabus of term 2. Right. So talking about the list manipulations, we already have completed this chapter, list manipulations. Sorry. Right, so we already have completed this chapter, list manipulations. How many of you wants me to start this chapter again once more? Just raise your hands. One.
Sir, can you read the question?
The question is that how many of you wants me to start this chapter again? List manipulations. We already have done this chapter in the class, but how many of you wants me to start this again? 2. Chalo. As it is in term 2, so let us start this chapter again. It will be better if we'll start this chapter again, but I can see the strength is too low again. It is only 16 students there in the class. Why? Students, can you please ask your friends to join the class? 17, 18. Only 18 are there. 19. Great. Chalo. Let's begin. Is the screen visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
List manipulations. Talking about a list is nothing but a sequence, ordered, we can say indexed. List is what? It's in sequence which is ordered and indexed. Indexed by numbers for sure. They are ordered. Ordered means that if I have made list as in having 4 different elements, suppose I say 1, 4, 6, 8. I have created a list having 4 elements in a list, that is 1, 4, 6, 8. But if I print this list, the ordered one, that is if 1 is at the first place, it will be there in the first place. It is not going to shuffle. Right. So this is ordered that if we have created elements having 4 different elements and the places at which the elements are will be at their that position only when we are printing them. It does not get reordered or reshuffled basically. Main thing about this is that this list is a mutable type. Mutable type means, what do you mean by a mutable type?
We can change them.
We can change them. What kind of change can you do in that?
Sir, we can change the index number.
We cannot change the index number. Index numbers are fixed. Indexes are fixed. They are 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Indexes are fixed. We cannot change the index numbers. What we can do? What do you mean by mutability? Kanak?
Yes, sir.
Mutability. What do you mean by mutable?
Sir, it means that the list can be edited.
List can be edited. In what sense it can be edited?
So each element of the list can be edited. Like we can remove it, add one.
We can change existing element. We can add more elements. We can delete some elements which are already there in the list. So this is what do you mean by mutability. List can be created by first is you simply are having a list variable and empty brackets. List variable, that is L1 with empty square brackets. Second is using the list function. So we have two methods to create an empty list, that is L1 means whatever variable you want to take equals to empty square brackets, and second one is using the list function. You all are required to write down whatever I'm teaching you right now. You all are required to write down that in the notebook. It will help you out in revising. Create your own notes, make your own notes. So creation of an empty list can be done by two options. There are two methods to create an empty list. First is just give this empty square brackets, and second is the list function. Can someone please tell what will be the output of this? What if I print L1? Letter will be an element of a list. Wait. Is it a compulsion that list will be of same type only? That is, suppose I say that this list is having integers. It is a list of integers. We are having a list of some float point values. Whatever elements we are having. We are having a list of, similarly, we have a list of characters, just like this. We can have a list of even strings. So the question that I want to ask is it necessary, is it a compulsion that list will be containing of same type of data? Or we can have any type of data list. So there's no restriction on a list that we can we have to create a list having same type of elements. The data type of different the data type of elements of a list can be different. Similarly, we can have this list. Suppose I'm making a list as. So we have integer type, we have float type, we have character type. Even we can have a list string type. Can a list contain list type elements? I'm repeating the question. Can a list contain list type elements?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
if
sir.
a list contains list type elements, what it is known as?
Nested list.
Known as nested list. Just like we have a simple example here. L1 equals to list of, and again the list of 246 comma list of 64. So if I ask you, if I ask any one of you, what is the length of this list, last list, L1? Yeah, let us make it as L2. What is the length of L2?
2.
Who said 4? How many elements are there in this list L2?
So 2.
I'm asking, how many elements are there in L2? Just tell me this.
There are 2 elements.
2 elements.
Who is this 4? ये 4 वाला कौन है? What's your name? Who said 4? Tell me who said 4? Arav, you said 4. अरब हाउ यू सेट 4? टेल मी, चलो बताओ 4 कैसे? तो वही दैट्स व्हाट आई वांट टू आस्क ना, कि आपने इसको, इस वाली लिस्ट को आपने सिंगल एंटिटी काउंट किया, तो आपने इस वाली लिस्ट को के एलिमेंट्स को आपने अलग अलग काउंट क्यों किया? Why haven't you counted this list as a single entity? ठीक है, so this is a question. This list is having the length s2 क्योंकि L2 मेरी मेन लिस्ट है जिसमें 2 लिस्ट है। देखो मेन लिस्ट कौन है? L2 है। मैं बात कर रहा हूं लेंथ ऑफ L2 की, उसमें कितनी लिस्ट हैं, उसमें कितने एलिमेंट्स हैं, आई डोंट केयर। कि इट डजेंट मैटर कि हमारी लिस्ट में एलिमेंट्स किस टाइप के हैं, चाहे वो लिस्ट टाइप के हो, चाहे वो स्ट्रिंग टाइप के हो, चाहे कैरेक्टर्स टाइप के हो, कैसी मर्जी हो, यू जस्ट हैव टू काउंट द कॉमास, नंबर ऑफ कॉमास। अब ये जो है ये सिंगल एंटिटी है, कॉमा ये एक सिंगल एंटिटी है, ठीक है, तो द लेंथ इज 2। अच्छा व्हाट इफ दिस इज अ लिस्ट, हो जाएगी अब
3.
will be 3. Great. So we have seen the creation of list. We have seen the list function as well. Acha, one more example of list function. List of 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what is L1? What will be this L1 now?
1,
1,
2, 3, 4.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Great, very good.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Please ask.
Sir, Rohan.
Rohan, please ask. Tell me.
Sir, can a element can be repeated in list?
Why not? This is 2, 2, 3, 4. It can be repeated. No issues.
Okay,
And
sir.
it can be repeated any times in a list. There's no limit.
Okay.
Now we are fond of taking the elements from, we are fond of taking the values, the elements from the user, है ना? So let us take a list from a user. How do we input a list from the user? If I ask you to input an integer variable, you simply write a equals to int input. A means whatever variable you have taken. Int input, enter a number. You are able to enter a value from the keyboard in your console and in your shell, right? Now, what if I want to take a list? I cannot simply write a equals to list input. No, it will be wrong. We'll be using eval keyword for this. I already have told this in the previous classes. Yes. What is this eval? Who is going to tell me about this eval keyword? Whosoever has attended my previous classes, they must be knowing about this. Tell me, what do you mean by this eval keyword? Okay, what if I enter 2? Now what? This eval keyword is not used to create a list, the very first thing.
Sir, it evaluates the string.
Exactly. It automatically evaluated what kind of value you have entered will create the same type of data type. That is, I have entered 2. For example, I have entered 2. Now A will be of integer data type. Automatically, it will convert automatically. A will be of integer data type. What if I would have entered hello? A will be of string type. What if I have entered 1, 5, 6? Now A will be of list type. So this is basically an advantage of eval keyword that says कि eval can evaluate whatever value you are entering in the shell, in the console, will automatically converts that particular variable to that type. So to enter a list, keep in mind in a shell that you have to use these square brackets, right? Is it clear? You can do it like this. List eval input. You can use this thing. So whatever value you are entering, suppose I have entered hello. It will create a list of hello. It will create a list of hello. If you have entered 1, 2, 4, it will create a list having 3 elements, that is 1, 2, 4, like this. So this is an advantage of this eval keyword. Is it clear to everyone? No doubts? Rohan?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Jayant?
Sir, you have like used colon instead of double double like commas instead of like, so like, is it fine? Okay, sir, you have put.
Where dear?
Yes, sir, fine. Yes, sir.
What's the strength? 28. All right. So all of you have written this thing in your notebook?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Moving to the next topic, that is, let's talk about the operators now. So how many operators do we have? What kind of operators do we have in the list?
Membership.
Membership operator,
we have
concatenation
replication
operator,
Hmm.
The relational operators, assignment operators.
and
I'm
sir,
talking
repetition
about the
also.
operators. I'm talking about the operators that are available in the list manipulation. So they are basically 3 kind of operators. We have plus, we have star, and we have
membership.
membership operators. We have 2 kinds of membership operators, that is in and not in, right? So talking about the first one, this plus operator is known as concatenation operator. But it is known as concatenation. The second one, star, is known as the replication operator. Suppose having a list in the elements are 4, 5, 7, 9. Just for example. Okay, what will be the output if I write this L1 plus 2? Think before you speak. Akansha, L1 plus 2, it will be?
Sir, it won't give any output.
What it is going to return then?
Error.
Why?
Error.
Justification. Error. Why?
Because we can only add another list to this list, sir.
Very good. So list element cannot be added with any other type of data. We cannot add a list with an integer. We cannot add a list with a string type. We cannot add a list with a tuple. We cannot add a list with other type. We can just add a list with another list type. Kanak, is it correct now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is correct. So it will be like 4, 5, 7, 9, 2. Right. So this plus will concatenate. It will join two list. Next one, that is replication. Again, having the same example, that is 4, 5, 7, 9. What if I print L1 into 2?
So then it will replicate the list, the given number of
It will
times.
replicate the list.
2 times.
4, 5, 7, 9, 4, 5, 7, 9. Very good. Membership operator is used to check whether that particular element is there in that list or not. So if I write P in 4, 5, 3, 7.
True.
It will give true.
True. So in or not, and that is membership operator will always return you a Boolean literal, either true or false, depending on the value that this 3, that whatever element you are checking in, whether that exists in that list or not. Right. 3 not in 4, 5, 3, 7. Now false.
The false.
False.
6 in 4, 5, 3, 7.
False.
And 6 not in 4, 5, 3, 7.
True.
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 True. Okay. Next one, that is comparison. Four comma 5 is greater than 4 comma 7.
So false.
False. What if 4 comma 5 is greater than 5?
So false.
That false.
Why? Justification.
True.
So because it checks the first element of each list, and that is 4 is smaller than 5.
And why it was true? Someone was saying true, na? Why it is true, dear? Who was saying true? Obviously it is false. This 4 will get checked with this first element of the list, that is 5. So yes, 4 is smaller than 5, so it will return you false. Okay. So we have done with operators, comparison. Next is traversing. What do you mean by traversing?
So accessing the elements of a list one by one.
Elements of a list one by one. And how it can be done?
So
They're using for loop.
Using for loop. How many approaches do we have to traverse a list?
4 in while.
I'm talking about approach. Loop, we are going to use the loop. Obviously, we're going to use the loop either for or while, whatever loop you want to use. But the thing is, what is the approach that we're going to use? How can we access the elements of a list? Tell me.
We will write for I in L1.
Or sir, either we use len function.
So we basically have two kinds of methods, two kind of approaches to be we are having. The first is we are going to point the elements directly one by one. Second is we are going to point to the indexes of the elements. Right. So this approach, the first one, this I is directly pointing to the elements of a list. That is the first time, the first iteration, the value of I will be 4. The second iteration, the value of I will be 5. Third iteration 7 and 9 and so on like this. Okay. And the next approach that we're talking about is using the index. So we have a list 4, 5, 7, 9. For what you can do is you can calculate the length I in. Now for this particular thing, we have to use range. By default, we'll start from 0. We'll go till L. L is the length, and the length is, what is the length of this list? 4. Going to start from 0, we'll go till 3. So if I talk about the indexes also, the indexes are from 0 to 3 only. 4 is at the 0 index, 5 is at the 1 at first index, 7 at 2, and 9 at 3. So I'll be writing this print L1 of I. So the value of I in the first iteration will be 0. Print L1 of I. L1 of 0 is 4. We have printed 4. We'll move further. I will get incremented by 1. Now the value of I is 1. Print L1 of 1. L1 of 1 is 5. Again, I will get incremented by 1. The value of I will be 2 now. L1 of 2, that is 7, and so on. Both of them is going to produce a list as this. The output of both of them, both of these codes will be this 4, 5, 7, 9.
So could you please explain it again?
Which one? First one, second one? Both?
Second one.
Second one. Akansha, can you please tell me the length of this list first? That is?
4.
This I in the first iteration will be having the value 0 because we have written for I in range L, that is by default there is no start value, it is 0, and the last value will be 3 because the L value is 4. So there's a rule that whatever the value is given to you, we have to go till one value before that. Okay, so L की value 4 है, will go till 3. The value of I in the first iteration is 0. That is correct. No issues in that.
Yes, sir.
Print L1 of I. You better know about the indexing of this list. 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the indexing, if I'm correct.
Yes, sir.
Print L1 of I. The value of I is 0. L1 of 0 is?
4.
We have printed 4. The value of I will get incremented. The value of I will be 1 now. Now print L1 of 1. L1 of 1 is?
5.
And so on.
Thank you, sir.
Any other doubts to anyone?
So what do we use when we want to have the output in one line only?
You can simply write n equals it like this.
Okay, sir.
So the output will be like 4, 5, 7, 9 like this. If you want to give a space in between, so you can mention a space. If you want a comma in between, you can mention a comma. Right? Okay. If you want to write this thing, you can write it down. So we have two methods to traverse a list. First is directly pointing to the element. Second is pointing to the index numbers. You can write it down. Your class is till 9:20 or 9:30? The first period is till
9:30, sir.
9:30.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you all written this? Done? Can you move further?
Yes, sir.
About the next topic, that is indexing and slicing. My favorite topic. So 4, 5, 7, 9, 6. This is a list. Indexing is of two types, positive and negative.
Yes, sir. -1.
-1, -2, -3, -4, -5.
So -6 should not be.
Okay. So this is a list. I have written the positive and the negative indexing. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 from the left side, positive indexing. From the right side, it is -1, -2, -3, -4. What if I print L1 of 2? Yeah.
7.
L1 of 2 will give you 7. L1 of column 2.
4, 5, 7.
Not 7,
4, 5.
only 4,
4,
5.
5.
And 2 column.
7, 9,
Will
6.
print 7, 9, 6.
9, 6. So what will be the output of this statement? What shall I print?
So the list only
4,
4,
5,
5, 7, 9, 6.
6.
7, 9.
Same list. Okay. What if I print -2 column? L1 of -2,
9, 6.
9, 6. If any one of you in the class is having doubts that why this is coming and why this is not coming, so you can please ask me. You are allowed to speak in between, huh? You can ask me in between. Column -2. Yes.
So
6,
6.
9.
It will be
No
So
output.
6. 4, 5, 7.
4, 5, 7.
4, 5, 7.
Yes.
Bhavya Bhardwaj will tell now. Bhavya Bhardwaj.
Yes.
1 column -1.
So 5, 7, 9.
5, 7, 9. Very good. Next, who will tell? Galaxy. You are there in the class? Galaxy, are you there in the class? No response. Arav Grewal. Agnish.
Yes, sir.
You will tell the output for this one.
Okay, sir.
So 5,9.
Yes.
So 5,9.
5,9. Very good. Next, who will tell? Next will be. Let us take it as. Kanak. Yes, Kanak.
9754.
9754. Bhavya Mishra.
So 975.
75. अभी नहीं आई थी संदीप सर.
सर बट स्टेप पहले तो -1 है ना, तो फिर -6 नहीं हो जाएगा.
नेगेटिव स्टेप में एट एंड में n+1 करते हैं. You can write it down. If a step is positive, the end is calculated as -1. But if a step is negative, the end is calculated as n+1. You can write this thing. It's a note. Right? Now Kansha will tell. Akansha.
ठीक. 69754.
678. The reverse of the list. Jayant, what will be the output of this?
Yes, sir.
Two
So
colon-
the output would be so the output would be 5796. So 796, sorry, 796. There's no like the end value is 100 and like there are obviously like the odd. Because it was 6 values, 5 values. So it would print till the end.
Any one of you who can tell me output of this L1 of 6?
No output.
So I think this would lead in an error out of
Yeah.
index.
The error will be like list index out of range. Keep in mind this thing, list index out of range. Okay, chalo, very good. Moving to the next one. We have done indexing, slicing, traversing, comparison, operators, creation of a list, taking the list from the user. So next is the functions. Now we can move to the functions. The first function of list is length, that is used to calculate the elements in a list. So taking a list as 4, 5, 4, 8, 9. And what if I print this length of L1? Output will be, hurry up.
5.
Second function is append. Append is used to
Sir, it adds an element
Add
in
in the
the
last.
last position.
Now if L1 is again 4, 5, 7, 9. If I write L1 dot append to print this L1, the result would be 4, 5, 7, 9.
4579.
What if your list is again same, but I write L1 dot append comma 3. Now what?
4579 फिर सर एक और ब्रैकेट आ जाएगा उसमें 2,3.
So I think append can add only one element at the end.
So it will give you an
Sir, we have to add in sublist to add one more than one element.
forward.
Yes, sir. Why?
The result would be
4, 5, 7, 9, then list 2, 3.
4, 5, 7, 9, and then in the form of list, sublist, it will be 2, 3. ठीक है? Next function. Add a list with a list. Very similar as we have seen the plus operator. We have seen the plus operator, concatenation operator. Extend is absolutely same as it is, as it was. So we're having a list L1 as 4, 5, 7, 9. And we have one more list that is L2 having element sets 2, 3. And I'm writing L1 dot extend L2. Now, what if I have used append here? So 2, 3 will be in the form of a sublist in the L1, but now it will be like this: 4, 5, 7, 9, 2, 3. Instead of creating a sublist in a list, it will add that element in this list only. But यहाँ पे extend की जगह मैं append लिखता तो sublist आती, बट यहाँ पे मैंने list extend की है तो इसका मतलब list आपकी list के अंदर दूसरे elements और add हो जाएंगे which are in the form of a list only. So this is the difference between this append function and the extend function. Clear or some doubts? Is it clear to everyone?
Could you repeat?
I'm saying that, see what you have seen in this append function. This append function has added a list, but in the form of a sublist. Elements add हुए थे, but in the form of sublist. Same ही है, कोई difference नहीं है इन दोनों ऊपर वाले इस वाले में, सिर्फ एक extend का difference है. यहाँ पे मैंने append की जगह extend use किया. So the difference between this list, the output is कि ऊपर जब append लगाया था मैंने list के साथ तो sublist बनी थी, but extend लगाया list के साथ तो sublist नहीं बनी. उसने वो elements, multiple elements जो है उसने list में ही add कर दिया. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us do one thing. We'll keep this for today, and we'll continue in the next class now. Right?
Sir, could you do the last part again?
This one. This one. See, L2 is a list. Okay, 2, 3. L2 is a list. I've used extend function with this L2. What this extend function do is it adds up a list with a list. It is same as plus operator. So L2 was 2, 3. The list was 2, 3, and L1 was 4, 5, 7, 9. What I've written is I've written it L1 should be get extended with the list L2. So L2 वाली list L1 में add हो जाएगी. इस तरह से elements जो है वो add हो जाएंगे. But अगर मैंने यहाँ पे extend की जगह append लिखा होता तो ये sublist बन जाती L1 में. This is the thing. Right?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. All right. Okay, then we'll see you in the next class. We have a class tomorrow, I guess.
Thank you.
As we have a class tomorrow. Chalo. Goodbye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.